What's up, YouTube? What's up, Raider Nation? It's your boy, Mr. Raider Kid 24 here, bringing you a video today. The video I've been waiting to put out for so long now, the 2015 Raiders season preview with the Week 1 matchup, Bengals going to Oakland to play the Raiders. So here we go. If you're new to my channel or haven't been around for the whole last season, every week I will do a pre-game video talking about the matchup for this Sunday, and quickly go over my thoughts, my predictions, and what I feel like the Raiders got to do to pull out with a victory. Alongside, I like to do my weekly picks, so we can, you can do it along with me. If you want to comment below your picks, comment below your keys to victory, or what do you think overall on how I'm doing. Please feel free to comment below. Share this video, share it to the world. And if you haven't already, go check out Around the League. It's my second channel along with Alex Does It 24, where we put our talents together and we talk about overall things in sports. Check that out. I'll put a link in the description below. You know what I mean. All right, let's get to it. The Raiders versus the Bengals. Finally, Week 1 is approaching. I am so happy, so excited. It is freaking raining out there and thundering out of nowhere, and it was like 90 degrees I got in the house. Jesus. He's mad or something. He's happy football's back. I don't know. All right, so let's get to it. Let's talk about the Raiders' offense, the starting players first. So I'm going to go ahead and don't mind that. I know it looks weird. Let's start with the starting offense here. All right, so starting at quarterback, our captain, Derek Carr. Behind him, we have Matt McGloin. Starting running back, Latavius Murray. Second string, Taiwan Jones. That's nice. Marcel Reese, our other captain on offense at fullback, of course. Starting wide receivers, Amari Cooper and Michael Crabtree. We should see a lot of those guys getting receptions, along with Rod Streeter. I'm pretty sure at the third slot position, with Seth Roberts actually behind Michael Crabtree, putting him at 4. Of course, you have Bryce Butler, Gabe Holmes, or Andre Holmes, excuse me, not Gabe Holmes, looking at tight end, at the 5th and 6th spots. Okay, our starting offensive line, of course, consists of Donald Penn, Gabe Jackson, Rodney Hudson, acquired free agent owner during the offseason, along with Jamarcus Webb, and filling in for the injured Menelik Watson, Austin Howard, Michael Rivera, starting tight end, and of course our blocking tight end Lee Smith behind him with our rookie Clive Walford. That is our offense. Let's go to the defense real quick. Starting defensive line, Justin Tuck, Dan Williams, Justin Ellis, and Khalil Mack. Behind them, we have our rookie Mario Jr. Edwards, Benson Manoa, Stacy McGee, Denisino Autry, I believe that's how you say it. Starting linebackers, Ray Armstrong, Curtis Lofton, and newly acquired Malcolm Smith, same as Curtis Lofton. Behind them, we have 2 rookies, Ben Heaney and Ron Ball, and then Lorenzo Alexander, our pickup of just a couple weeks ago with the hometown Oakland. How about that? DJ Hayden and TJ Carey will be our starting cornerbacks, along with Nico Thorpe and Keith McGill at the 3 and 4. Charles Woodson and Nate Allen, of course, as our safeties. Now, special teams is pretty much a given, besides the fact that Taiwan Jones and TJ Carey will be our returners. All right, so let's get back over here to my ugly face. Alrighty, so you saw the offense, you saw the defense and the depth chart at the moment. I like it. We only have one major injury, and that is Menelik Watson. We're going into Week 1 healthy. We have all of our players. The expectations I'm setting for this team aren't too high, but they're high enough to where some people still question what I'm thinking. But I believe that this Raider football team can do big things this season, like improving close to 5+ wins from last year. So that would be 8 total. I can see this team going 7-9, 8-8, maybe even a push for 9-7. If we play outstanding, there's playoffs in mind, but that's kind of a long shot at the moment. We might be a year away. I can accept that. I would be grateful and happy with 7 wins, maybe even 6 wins. Just seeing this team being competitive is most important. That's what I see over in the season-long journey for this year. I see the Raiders getting up there to the 7 to 8 win or close to 500. I really believe that this is, reality with Amari Cooper, Latavius Murray, Derek Carr. Let's see how Derek Carr does in his sophomore year at quarterback. Khalil Mack, very excited to see how explosive he is. ProFootballFocus.com, where they rate players and things like that, have him as the best defensive rusher in the league above Von Miller, who is number 2. Go figure. These guys are professional, like, scouts and things like that. So if you don't believe me, look it up yourself. All right, so let's talk about the game against the Bengals. My keys to victory here are pretty simple. This Bengals team isn't as flashy as what you may think it is just because they've gone to the playoffs, but their team hasn't been living up to expectations. I think A.J. Green, who has a problem a few times dropping balls, but not only that, Andy Dalton is not perfect either, also having trouble being consistent. I think if we can pressure Andy Dalton early with that defensive line that we have, stopping Giovanni Bernard, their running back, that we can force them to make mistakes, force them to 3 and outs, and get the ball for ourselves. I think for the Raiders, the key on offense is to score and drive down the field on every possession that we are given the opportunity. Take advantage of those opportunities, score. If it's 3 points, if it's 7 points, if it's 8 points. Let's see if we actually go for 2 this season as well. That's something interesting to look forward to. But if we score on every drive, even if it's 3 points, and we limit theirs, that we can pull out a victory easily, comfortably, and satisfying for sure. So look out for that. My last key to victory is just don't give up the big play. I know our secondary isn't great, but we have to limit the big plays. That's really the most important thing with our corners being poor. Don't give the one-on-one matchup with DJ Hayden and A.J. Green because we will get slaughtered. Hold the penalties together. I feel like the Raiders can pull out a victory. My final score, 31-17. I think we put up that many points. I feel like this offense is going to explode. We're going to see a lot of great things. Maybe pushing a little bit for our first game, but we're at home. The energy has to be there in the O.co. I'm sure it's going to be sold out with many, many great fans. That is the Raider Nation. And what is this BS that's saying that we're the most unloyal fans in the league? I don't even want to get to that right now. So I'm going to share screen one more time for you guys, and let's get to the picks. Now, if you're wondering if I'm going to talk about the whole C.O. Moore dilemma, it was kind of a shock to me. I'm glad at least we got something out of it. I'm kind of sad that he is gone. I thought he would have had great potential, but his attitude was an issue. And I'm glad that Jack Del Rio made that statement clear that this is his team. If you don't want to be here, fine. You have to earn what you get. And I can respect that. There's some more goddamn thunder. Damn, let's get to the picks real quick. I got the Cheaters beating the Steelers. That's right, Cheaters. That franchise is a cheat. At least we have pride, and we cheated on things that really weren't. There weren't rules for it back then, back in the day. Anyways, I got the Patriots over the Steelers, Colts over the Bills, Jets over the Browns, as you could see. Dolphins beating probably, which might be the worst team in the league, the Redskins. Houston pulling up a big win against the Chiefs. Panthers over the Jaguars, Packers, Seahawks, all beating their opponents on the road, along with the Lions over the sunny San Diego Chargers. Cardinals beating the Saints, Bucks and Titans. That's a pretty close game. 2 rookie quarterbacks getting their first start. Interesting game to watch. But I got the Bucks and Jameis Winston in his hometown beating the Titans. Broncos over the Ravens, even though I feel like this may be my upset of the week if I was to switch it. Of course, my Raiders over the Bengals, Cowboys over the Giants in prime time, Falcons over the Eagles, only because they're at home, and then Vikings over the Niners because the Niners are trash. Sorry to any other fan if I disrespected you because I picked the other team to win, but I don't know. That's the way cookie crumbles. That's how I see week 1 playing out. Thank you guys for watching, sticking around towards the end of this video. If you liked, please like the video. Comment below. Comment your picks. Comment your keys to victory. Or comment whatever you like. If you're a fan of the other team, what do you think how the Raiders are going to do? What do you think how overall this season is going to play out? If you haven't already, go check out Around the League. We did a playoff picture. We broke down the games for this week. Go watch the video. I'll leave a description in the below. Around the League, we talk about this year in football. Very exciting. And thank you guys again for sticking around. This is my 2nd year. I'm very excited to get rolling with you guys. I hope to make these videos just more and more better for everyone that watches them. I appreciate you. Comment, like, subscribe, share me out to the world. Let's get over 1,000 this year, guys. Alrighty, that's my time. I'm Mr. Raider Kid. Shout out for this dope new Tim Brown jersey I just got today. I'm in love. I'm about to go to Buffalo Wild Wings, do a fantasy draft. If you're interested in doing a fantasy draft with me, if we have enough people down in the comments below, we can get one started this weekend. Shout out to all my Raider Nation out there, Raider YouTube vloggers. Peace out. Have a good weekend. Go Raiders.